Welcome to Canada's secret adventures you can't miss. Get ready to explore the hidden gems of this beautiful country. I'm sure you've heard the news. Canada is more than just apologies and maple syrup. Let's dive into the true essence of Canada. Now, I know what you're thinking. What are you, a travel agent now? Did the whole stand-up comedy gig not pan out? Well, first, rude. Second, my good friend, the chick whose name is on this channel, probably because she paid a boatload of Canadian dollars for this pretty face and dulcet tones, she insisted. She said, "Canada's got secrets and people need to know. And who am I to argue with a woman with excellent taste in ghost presenters? So, forget your preconceived notions of Canada being just endless polite conversations about the weather or a place where moose wander into Tim Hortons. Okay, those things might happen, and they're charming in their own way, but there's a wilder, more adventurous side to this vast, beautiful, and occasionally frozen solid country. We're talking about places that aren't plastered on every tourist brochure, spots that require a bit more effort, a dash of daring, and maybe a willingness to get your fancy hiking boots a little dirty, or in some cases, a lot dirty. Like, is that mud? Or did a bear express its opinion on my cologne? Dirty. We're about to embark on a journey to uncover 5 of Canada's best-kept secrets, from icy caverns that look like Superman's bachelor pad to remote islands where the puffins are probably judging your life choices. These are the kinds of experiences that'll make your friends back home green with envy, or at least mildly impressed. So buckle up, buttercups, because, well, mostly research and my charming delivery are about to blow your toque-covered minds with some truly epic Canadian escapades. Don't say I didn't warn you if you suddenly feel an uncontrollable urge to book a one-way ticket to the Great White North. All right, first up on the list of places I absolutely have to talk about is BC. Ooh, yes, we're heading to British Columbia. Now, BC is known for a lot of things. Mountains that scrape the sky, forests so dense you could lose a Sasquatch, and many have tried, and an unhealthy obsession with artisanal coffee. But we're not here for lattes, people. We're here for ice caves. Yes, you heard me. Giant, glittering, honest-to-goodness ice caves, hidden away like nature's frozen cathedrals. These aren't your backyard igloos, folks. These are majestic caverns carved by meltwater and time, shimmering with blues so intense they make a Smurf look pale. Imagine stepping into a world sculpted entirely from ice. The walls around you glow with an ethereal light, filtering through translucent layers of ancient frost. Icicles hang like crystal chandeliers, some the size of a small car. Please don't stand directly under those, unless you're auditioning for a role as a human popsicle. The air is crisp, clean, and carries the faint ancient scent of glacier. It's the kind of place that makes you feel incredibly small, yet part of something immensely powerful and primordial. It's like Elsa from Frozen decided to redecorate, but with more geological accuracy and fewer annoying songs. Though, feel free to burst into Let It Go if the mood strikes. Just be prepared for some serious acoustics. Getting to these icy wonders often involves a bit of a trek. You might be strapping on snowshoes, maybe even cross-country skiing, or perhaps hitching a ride on a snowmobile driven by a grizzled local who's seen more winters than a polar bear's grandpa. It's part of the adventure, earning your view, you know? It's not like pulling up to a drive-thru and ordering one large ice cave, please. The journey itself builds the anticipation, making that first glimpse of the shimmering blue entrance even more breathtaking. And trust me, when you see it, your jaw will drop faster than a Canadian dollar during a particularly harsh winter. Now, a word to the wise, because it's important to include some responsible adult-type information. These caves are dynamic environments. They change with the seasons, with the temperature, with the whims of Mother Nature herself, who, let's be honest, can be a bit of a diva. So, going with an experienced guide is not just recommended, it's pretty much mandatory. These folks know the ice, they know the risks, and they know how to keep you from becoming a permanent art installation. They'll tell you when it's safe to enter and when it's best to admire from a distance, perhaps while sipping some hot cocoa spiked with something that makes the cold more bearable. Think of the photo opportunities. Your Instagram feed will explode. Your friends will think you've discovered Narnia, or at least a really, really cool freezer. The way the light plays through the ice, creating shades of sapphire, turquoise, and deep indigo, it's a photographer's dream. Just make sure your camera battery is fully charged and that you have enough memory cards, because you'll be snapping away like the paparazzi at a royal wedding. And remember, no flash photography if you want to capture that natural, otherworldly glow. Flash will just make it look like a poorly lit freezer aisle. The best time to explore these frozen marvels is typically in the heart of winter, when the ice is thickest and most stable. Summer melt can make them dangerous or inaccessible, so plan your trip accordingly. This isn't a spur-of-the-moment, hey, let's go see an ice cave after brunch kind of deal. It requires planning, proper gear, layers, people, layers, and a healthy respect for the raw, untamed beauty of the Canadian wilderness. You're not just visiting a landmark, you're stepping into a geological masterpiece that's been millennia in the making. What kind of gear, you ask? Well, think warm, think waterproof. Think I don't want to lose any toes to frostbite because that would really put a damper on my tap dancing career. Insulated boots with good grip are a must, as are thermal layers, a waterproof outer shell, warm gloves, and a toque. That's Canadian for a beanie for all you heathens south of the border. Hand warmers are your best friend. And maybe a flask of something strong, purely for medicinal purposes, of course. Totally approved? Probably. The sheer scale of some of these caves is awe-inspiring. You might find yourself in vast chambers where the ceiling of ice soars high above, or squeezing through narrower passages that feel like secret tunnels to another dimension. The silence, broken only by the drip of melting ice or the crunch of your boots on the frozen floor, is profound. It's a chance to disconnect from the noise of the modern world and connect with something ancient and elemental. It's a humbling experience, a reminder of nature's incredible artistry and power. One thing to remember is that these are delicate ecosystems. The leave no trace principle is paramount. Don't chip off souvenirs, don't leave your granola bar wrappers, and for the love of all that is holy, don't try to carve your initials into a 1,000-year-old ice wall. We want these places to remain pristine for future adventurers, and for the ice gnomes who probably live there and get very grumpy about graffiti. Show respect, take only pictures, leave only footprints, and maybe a few gasps of wonder. So, if you're looking for an adventure that's literally cool, breathtakingly beautiful, and a little off the beaten path, British Columbia's ice caves are calling your name. It's an experience that will chill you to the bone in the best possible way and leave you with memories and photos that are anything but frosty. Just tell them you were sent. They probably won't know what you're talking about, but it's worth a shot. Next up, we're trading the frosty embrace of ice caves for something a little steamier. We're heading to the majestic Canadian Rockies, a place so ridiculously good-looking it's practically showing off. But we're not just here to gawk at pointy mountains. Oh no! We've sniffed out some hidden hot springs, nature's very own spa treatments, tucked away from the crowds and the chlorine-scented tourist traps. These aren't your grandma's community pool hot tub, unless your grandma is a particularly adventurous mountain goat. Imagine this. You've just finished a challenging hike, your muscles are screaming a symphony of protest, and the air has that crisp, alpine bite. Then, you stumble upon it, a secluded pool of geothermally heated water, steam rising invitingly into the cool mountain air. No concrete, no entry fees, just pure, mineral-rich water bubbling up from the earth, surrounded by towering peaks, ancient forests, and maybe a curious squirrel wondering if you brought any snacks. This is the kind of bliss that money can't usually buy, unless you're buying some insider intel, apparently. Finding these hidden gems often requires a bit of effort. You might need to decipher a vaguely drawn map from a local who speaks in riddles, or follow a barely there trail that seems to lead into the wilderness, armed only with your wits and an emergency supply of trail mix. It's an adventure in itself, a treasure hunt where the X marks a spot of pure, unadulterated relaxation. The journey makes the destination all the sweeter, transforming a simple soak into a hard-earned reward. Your quads might be burning, but your soul will be singing. The water in these natural springs is often packed with minerals like sulfur, calcium, and magnesium, which are said to have all sorts of therapeutic benefits. Whether they actually cure all your ailments or just make you feel incredibly good is up for debate. But who cares when you're floating in warm water, gazing up at a star-studded sky, far from the madding crowd? It's like a full-body hug from Mother Nature herself. And she gives surprisingly good hugs, especially when she's feeling geothermally active. One of the best parts about these hidden springs is the solitude. You're unlikely to be sharing your serene soak with a busload of tourists slathered in sunscreen and complaining about the lack of Wi-Fi. It's a chance to truly connect with nature, to listen to the sounds of the forest, the gurgle of the spring, the distant call of a bird. It's a meditative experience, a moment to just be. Or, a great place to practice your synchronized swimming routine if you're feeling particularly uninhibited. No judgment here. Of course, with great hiddenness comes great responsibility. These are pristine natural environments, and it's crucial to treat them with respect. Pack out everything you pack in, and I mean everything. No soap or shampoo in the springs, please. The local fish aren't looking for a bubble bath. Keep your voice down, respect any wildlife you might encounter. From a safe distance, obviously. Trying to pet a bear is generally frowned upon and often ends poorly for your limbs. And basically, try not to be a jerk. Leave it as you found it, or even better. The Canadian Rockies are vast, and these hidden hot springs are scattered throughout. Some are relatively easy to access, while others require serious backcountry skills. Do your research, know your limits, and if you're venturing into remote areas, make sure you're prepared for all eventualities. That means proper gear, navigation tools, bear spray, because this is wild Canada, and letting someone know where you're going and when you expect to be back. Safety first, then steamy relaxation. That's the motto to remember. The sensation of sinking into that naturally warm water after a long day of exploring is simply unparalleled. The contrast between the cool mountain air on your face and the soothing heat enveloping your body is pure magic. You can feel the tension melting away, replaced by a profound sense of peace and well-being. It's the perfect antidote to stress, to sore muscles, to the general chaos of modern life. It's nature's reset button, and it works wonders. Don't forget to look up. If you're soaking after dark, the stargazing from a remote hot spring in the Rockies can be absolutely phenomenal. With minimal light pollution, the Milky Way stretches across the sky like a diamond-dusted river. It's enough to make you feel incredibly small and part of something infinitely vast and beautiful. It might even inspire you to write some terrible poetry, which you should definitely keep to yourself, or share with a friend. They might appreciate it. So, if your idea of a perfect day involves a challenging adventure followed by a blissful natural spa experience, then seeking out a hidden hot spring in the Canadian Rockies should be high on your list. It's a chance to discover a different side of these iconic mountains, a side that's a little wilder, a little more secretive, and a whole lot more relaxing. Just remember to send a thank you postcard, preferably one with a moose on it. Moose are awesome, or so I'm told. Okay, hold up, you've made it this far into the video, and you're not subscribed yet? Seriously? That's like binge-watching a show at your ex's house and not even offering to pay for the popcorn. Rude. Come on, hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. It costs you nothing, helps us a lot, and frankly, if you've spent 10 minutes with us and you're not committed yet, that's basically emotional ghosting, and we don't tolerate that kind of behavior here. Nahanni's aerial show, because walking is for chumps, sometimes. Alright, adventure junkies, for our next trick, we're going airborne. We're heading way up north to the Northwest Territories to experience the raw, untamed majesty of Nahanni National Park Reserve. And how are we going to experience it? From the sky, baby. Because let's be honest, some landscapes are so epic, so vast, that your tiny human legs just can't do them justice. This is one of those places. The views are worth any potential air sickness. Thanks, pilot. Note to self. It's a good idea not to stay up partying with the guys the night before your trip. Nahanni is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. It's a land of towering mountains, deep canyons, wild rivers, and legends that are as old as the rocks themselves. We're talking about Virginia Falls, or Nalicho in the Dean language, a waterfall that's twice the height of Niagara. Twice. And it's not surrounded by casinos and souvenir shops selling questionable t-shirts. It's pure, unadulterated, roaring nature. The kind of place that makes you feel like you've stepped back in time or onto the set of a particularly epic fantasy movie. Taking a scenic flight over Nahanni is, quite frankly, one of the most breathtaking ways to grasp its sheer scale and grandeur. You'll soar over jagged peaks that have never known a human footstep, gaze down into canyons carved by millennia of glacial meltwater, and follow the serpentine path of the South Nahanni River as it winds its way through this incredible wilderness. It's like getting a god's eye view, assuming God flies a de Havilland beaver, which, let's face it, would be pretty cool. The thrill of taking off in a small float plane or helicopter, lifting off the water or a remote airstrip, is an adventure in itself. The engine roars to life, the landscape rushes by, and then you're airborne, with a panoramic vista unfolding beneath you. Your pilot, likely a seasoned bush pilot who knows these lands like the back of their hand, and probably has some incredible stories to tell, will guide you over the park's most iconic features. They might even point out a herd of caribou or a doll sheep clinging precariously to a mountainside. Just try not to scream directly into the intercom. Circling Virginia Falls from the air is an experience you won't soon forget. The sheer power of the water, the mist rising hundreds of feet, the way the river splits around the massive Mason's Rock. It's a spectacle of natural force that's both humbling and exhilarating. You'll understand why this place is sacred to the Dean people and why it has captivated explorers and adventurers for generations. It's nature's masterpiece, and you've got a front row seat in the sky. But Nahanni is more than just Virginia Falls. The flight will reveal a tapestry of geological wonders, the Ram River Canyons, also known as the Cirque of the Unclimbables, with its sheer granite walls that beckon to the world's most daring climbers, the tufa mounds, strange and beautiful calcium carbonate formations, and the vast, untouched wilderness stretching as far as the eye can see. It's a geography lesson come to life, only way more exciting than anything you learned in school. Sorry, Mr. Henderson. Photography from a small aircraft can be a bit challenging with the vibrations and the windows, but the shots you'll get will be unparalleled. Sweeping aerials, dramatic close-ups of mountain peaks, the winding river looking like a silver ribbon, your camera will be working overtime. Pro tip, use a fast shutter speed, and maybe wear dark clothing to reduce reflections in the window, or just hire a professional photographer to hang out the side of the plane. Your travel buddy might even spring for it if you ask nicely. This isn't your budget weekend getaway, let's be clear. Scenic flights in remote wilderness areas come with a price tag, but think of it as an investment in memories that will last a lifetime. It's an experience that offers a perspective few ever get to witness. It's a chance to see a part of Canada that remains truly wild, truly remote, and truly awe-inspiring. And hey, it's cheaper than buying your own plane, right? Unless you're me, in which case I might have a few. Don't tell the CRA. The legends of Nahanni add another layer of mystique to the experience. Stories of lost gold mines, headless prospectors, and mythical creatures have swirled around this valley for centuries. As you fly over this rugged terrain, it's easy to let your imagination run wild and picture the adventurers and dreamers who were drawn to this formidable land. It's a place that feels alive with history and mystery, a place that still holds its secrets close. So if you're looking for an adventure that will literally elevate your perspective and leave you speechless with its grandeur, a scenic flight over Nahanni National Park Reserve is an absolute must. It's a journey into the heart of Canada's wild north, a reminder of the raw beauty and power of the natural world. And who knows, maybe you'll even spot a Sasquatch from the air. Just be sure to get a clear photo for your travel buddy. They're a bit of a cryptozoology buff, or maybe that's just me. Fogo Island, where the Atlantic gets all artsy and remote. Okay, for our next adventure, we're swapping the rugged interior for the dramatic coastline of the North Atlantic. We're heading east, way east, to Fogo Island in Newfoundland and Labrador. Now, if you're picturing a typical island getaway with palm trees and pina coladas, you might want to adjust your expectations. Fogo Island is a different kind of paradise. Wild, windswept, and utterly unique. It's where art, nature, and a fiercely independent spirit collide. Surprisingly poetic, right? Getting to Fogo Island is an adventure in itself. It involves a ferry ride across often choppy waters, which gives you a real sense of leaving the mainland behind and entering a world apart. As the island comes into view, with its stark, beautiful landscapes and colorful fishing stages perched precariously on rocky shores, you'll feel like you're stepping into a painting. A very cool, slightly melancholic, and incredibly Instagrammable painting. Fogo Island is known for its 7 seasons, a concept that beautifully captures the ever-changing nature of this place. From the pack ice season in late winter, when giant icebergs drift majestically by, to the berry-picking season in late summer and fall, each period offers a distinct experience. It's a place that demands you pay attention to the rhythms of nature, a place where the weather isn't just small talk, it's a defining feature of life. And trust me, you'll talk about the weather. A lot. One of the most striking things about Fogo Island is its contemporary architecture, particularly the Fogo Island Inn, and the various artist studios scattered across the landscape. These stunning, modern structures, often perched on stilts, stand in bold contrast to the traditional saltbox houses, yet somehow, they fit perfectly. They're a testament to the island's innovative spirit and its commitment to art and design as a way to sustain its unique culture and economy. It's like if Vikings had a baby with IKEA, but in the best possible way. But Fogo Island is more than just fancy buildings. It's a place with a deep and resilient fishing heritage. The outport communities here have weathered centuries of hardship, relying on the bounty and fury of the North Atlantic. Take the time to chat with the locals. They're known for their warmth, their wit, and their incredible stories. You'll hear tales of bravery, loss, and an unbreakable connection to the sea. Just be prepared for an accent that might require a translator app, but it's all part of the charm. For the active adventurer, Fogo Island offers a network of hiking trails that wind along dramatic cliffs, through subarctic forests, and across barren, rocky landscapes known as the Barrens. Keep an eye out for caribou, seabirds, and if you're lucky, whales breaching in the distance or majestic icebergs calving offshore. Each trail offers stunning views and a chance to immerse yourself in the island's raw natural beauty. Don't forget your windbreaker. The Atlantic breeze can be a bit assertive. The art scene on Fogo Island is vibrant and internationally renowned. Fogo Island Arts provides residencies for artists from around the world, and their studios are architectural marvels in themselves. You can often visit the studios, meet the artists, and see their work, which is often inspired by the island's unique environment and culture. It's a place where creativity isn't just encouraged, it's woven into the very fabric of the community. Even if you can't draw a stick figure, you'll feel inspired. Beyond the art and hiking, there's a quiet, contemplative quality to Fogo Island. It's a place to slow down, to disconnect from the digital noise, and to reconnect with yourself and the natural world. Find a rocky outcrop overlooking the ocean, watch the waves crash against the shore, and just breathe. It's a powerful antidote to the hustle and bustle of modern life. You might even find yourself contemplating the meaning of life, or at least what to have for dinner. Seafood, probably. The culinary scene on Fogo Island is also a highlight, with a focus on fresh local ingredients, particularly seafood. Cod, crab, mussels. It doesn't get any fresher than this. Many of the restaurants and accommodations pride themselves on their shoreline to plate philosophy. Prepare for some of the best fish and chips you've ever had, or more refined dishes that showcase the island's bounty in creative ways. Your taste buds will thank you, and possibly write a strongly worded letter to your usual takeout joint. Fogo Island is a testament to the power of community, resilience, and innovation. It's a place that has faced economic challenges, but has reinvented itself while fiercely preserving its heritage and culture. Visiting Fogo Island isn't just a vacation, it's an experience that will stay with you long after you've left its shores. It's a reminder that even in the most remote corners of the world, beauty, creativity, and a strong sense of place can thrive. This place is a gem, folks. The taste is impeccable. Yukon's Cosmic Rave Nature's Light Show, no glow sticks required. For our grand finale, we're heading north again, way north, to the Yukon territory. This is the land of the midnight sun, the Klondike gold rush, and some of the most spectacular wilderness on the planet. But we're not here for gold, folks. Well, not the shiny, metallic kind anyway. We're here for a different kind of treasure, the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. It's like the universe is throwing a private dance party and we're all invited. If we can handle the cold, that is. Witnessing the Northern Lights is one of those bucket list experiences that words can barely do justice. Imagine standing under a vast, dark sky, and suddenly, ribbons of green, pink, purple, and white light begin to dance and swirl above you. It's ethereal, magical, and utterly mesmerizing. It's like watching Van Gogh paint the heavens in real time, only with fewer existential crises, hopefully. The silence of the Yukon wilderness, broken only by the occasional crunch of snow underfoot, makes the spectacle even more profound. The Yukon is one of the best places on Earth to see the aurora, thanks to its northern latitude, dark skies, minimal light pollution, yay, and a high frequency of auroral activity. The prime viewing season is from late August to mid-April, when the nights are long and dark. You'll need patience, warm clothes, and a bit of luck, as the lights are a natural phenomenon and don't perform on cue. But when they do show up, oh boy, it's a show you'll never forget. The experience of waiting for the aurora can be an adventure in itself. You might be huddled around a bonfire, sipping hot chocolate, or something a little stronger to keep the chill at bay, sharing stories with fellow aurora gazers. Or perhaps you're in a cozy viewing cabin with large windows, or even a specially designed aurora viewing dome. The anticipation builds with every passing hour, and then a faint green glow appears on the horizon, gradually intensifying into a celestial ballet. Photographing the northern lights can be challenging, but incredibly rewarding. You'll need a good camera with manual settings, a sturdy tripod because long exposures are key, and a wide-angle lens. Dress warmly, bring extra batteries, the cold drains them quickly, and practice your settings beforehand. There are plenty of online tutorials, or you could join a guided photography tour. Capturing that perfect shot of the aurora dancing over a snowy landscape is a thrill unlike any other. Your Facebook profile picture will never be the same. But the Yukon in winter is more than just the northern lights. It's a winter wonderland offering a host of other incredible adventures. Try your hand at dog sledding, mushing your own team of enthusiastic huskies through pristine wilderness. Go snowshoeing or cross-country skiing on endless trails. Try ice fishing on a frozen lake, or simply embrace the cozy cabin life, complete with roaring fires and stunning snowy vistas. It's the kind of winter that makes you appreciate hot beverages and good company. The indigenous peoples of the Yukon have rich traditions and legends associated with the northern lights. Some believe they are the spirits of ancestors dancing in the sky, while others see them as omens or messages. Learning about these cultural perspectives adds another layer of depth and meaning to the experience. It's a reminder that these lights have captivated and inspired humanity for millennia, long before we had fancy cameras to try and capture their fleeting beauty. What to wear for an aurora viewing expedition in the Yukon? Think layers, lots and lots of layers. Thermal underwear, fleece, down-filled parkas, insulated boots, warm hats, gloves, and face coverings are essential. You'll be standing outside in sub-zero temperatures for extended periods, so being properly dressed is crucial for your comfort and safety. Looking like the Michelin Man is a small price to pay for witnessing one of nature's greatest spectacles. Someone even suggested a heated onesie, but I think it was a joke, maybe. The feeling of standing under the dancing aurora is one of pure awe and wonder. It connects you to the cosmos in a way that few other experiences can. It makes you feel small in the grand scheme of things, yet incredibly fortunate to witness such beauty. It's a reminder of the power and mystery of the universe, and it's happening right above your head. It's enough to make even a jaded cynic feel a little bit verklempt. Don't tell anyone I said that. So, if you're seeking an adventure that is truly out of this world, pack your warmest clothes and head to the Yukon. The northern lights await, ready to put on a dazzling display that will ignite your imagination and leave you with memories that shimmer as brightly as the aurora itself. It's the perfect celestial cherry on top of our Canadian Hidden Adventures tour. And you can tell everyone you were sent to witness the universe's greatest light show. They'll probably try to take credit for the aurora itself. Thanks for joining me on this adventure across Canada. Make sure to add these hidden gems to your bucket list and experience the true beauty of our great country. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow adventurers. See you next time. Seriously though, Canada's got more secrets up its sleeve than a magician at a parka convention. From those bone-chillingly beautiful ice caves in BC to the cosmic rave that is the Yukon's northern lights, we've barely scratched the surface. But hopefully, this carefully curated list, presented with undeniable charm, has sparked a fire in your adventurous little hearts. These aren't just pretty places to take selfies, though by all means selfie away, just don't fall off a cliff. These are experiences that challenge you, inspire you, and maybe even change you a little bit. They remind you that there's a great, big, beautiful world out there, full of wonders waiting to be discovered, often just a little off the beaten path. So, whether you're dreaming of soaking in a hidden hot spring or flying over a thundering waterfall, the important thing is to get out there and explore. Responsibly, of course. Don't make me come after you. A huge thanks for letting me hijack this channel and share these incredible Canadian capers. Maybe if you guys like this enough, I'll get to do another one. Or maybe I'll just get a lifetime supply of maple cookies as payment. Either way, it's been a blast. Now go on, plan your next adventure. Canada's waiting. And who knows, maybe I'll see you out there. I'll be the one with the loose tongue, probably making inappropriate jokes to a moose. Until then, stay adventurous, stay curious, and try not to get eaten by bears.